Godswill Akpabio has become an enemy of democracy and is sticking to the vicious cycle of election rigging, manipulation, falsification, and subterfuge by
it now, man. And in a lawyer, he know his onions. You must see the way this guy just they break everything down. They quote everything word by word. For what happened 2023 election. Guys, I don't want to talk too much. I want to watch this video first. The one who don't watch and finish, I'll come back. Don't talk what I understand for inside everything when he talk. Then from there you can't check and whether now the same thing. When we like say you self understand, I mean I understand. When I watch video feel it like this, and so I just whether make I just they happy because nothing they sweep me past when I see okay. Somebody see they are they maybe like say if they see things the way people they see and the way many as in the way people even see what really happened during the election and after the election, the court hearing and this and that, you understand? This guy break everything down, including what happened in the Federal High Court, the conclusion of the judge. Bro, I watch this video, I beg. If you don't like this guy, I don't know why you, but the guy they told truth. Now everything when it happen and he get reference on how if you did that time, how you could say I'm waiting the person talk concerning this same statement. And even the suggestion of the judge. So they need to go and amend it so that it will be direct. So that people will know that okay, and like don't be with this kind of I beg, I don't want to talk too much because if I talk now, the video will continue too long. Because already the video I want to play given us so a long way. So I beg, when I just cool down, watch out from beginning to the ending, then you will understand the reason why I carry this video come like this. And make yourself follow watcher. See you guys in my next video, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are watching VGN News 24. That's when you check where.
electronic transfer. He refused to assent to it.
Yeah.
Until they put that provision. So the issue here is that there is an outcry that after the election of 2023 and the petition and the determination of the issue by the Supreme Court, people are no longer sure whether it is mandatory or discretionary on INEC to electronically transmit. And the Supreme Court noted that. Of course, I disagree that it was not mandatory. It was mandatory in Electoral Act 2022. But the Supreme Court is the final court. The Supreme Court noted that because of some vagueness in some sections, especially 60 subsection 5,
Right.
where they use the word transfer without using the word transmit, that it could result in some vagueness. And then there is a need for the legislature to make it mandatory. Let me tell you the beautiful, notable pronouncement by Abba Aji, Justice of the Supreme Court, as he still is. He said, modernity and technology stare us in the face, and we cannot turn back the hand of time. He said to go against the use of technology and electronic transmission and transfer of election results in this high-tech era and period is to be an enemy of democracy, and to stick to the vicious cycle of election rigging, manipulation, falsification, and subterfuge. This is the pronouncement of Abba Haji, Justice of the Supreme Court. And he went further to plead with the legislature that they should amend this.
Is it the 2023?
2023
Okay.
Article versus INEC.
Okay.
Number 2, 2023.
Okay.
19 Nigeria Weekly Law Report, part 1917.
Right.
761 at page 876.
All right. Good.
And in 877, the learned judge Abba Aji of the Supreme Court went further to plead with the legislature to please nip this confusion in the bud by making it clear and unambiguous through amending the process that legislature, that INEC does not have any discretion, that it is mandatory. I had to state the case. Atiku's case was the only presidential appeal that was considered by the Supreme Court. So it is the only appeal now that tells you the position of the Supreme Court as long as presidential election is concerned, using the Electoral Act 2022. Now, some judges, even in that judgment, like Akomai Agim, was of the opinion that 2022 Act made it clear that electronic transmission is compulsory. He said it must be done. Wow. So the issue here is that some judges differed.
Yeah.
But the issue here is this. Why would the legislature prevaricate on an issue that the Supreme Court had told you that it encourages electoral rigging, manipulation, and makes you an enemy of democracy? What it means is that Senator Godswill Akpabio has become an enemy of democracy and is sticking to the vicious cycle of election rigging, manipulation, falsification, and subterfuge by trying to maintain the same provision that Supreme Court told you that if you do, you are an enemy of democracy. That man is an enemy of democracy and should be removed if he doesn't resign.
Wow. Well, I mean, it is quite a very serious matter, because I had a conversation with Mr. Clement Unwako, the day right after, and he said to me that, look, he is the executive director of Policy and Legal Advocacy Center, and they've been working with the National Assembly, behind the scene, even trying to facilitate some of the retreats. And he said that at all the retreats held in Lagos and other parts of the country, members, each of the houses, they have their electoral committee members. As a matter of fact, Senator Lalong, who was the DG for APC presidential election in 2023, was the chairman of the Senate Electoral Committee, and they all endorsed. They all endorsed this idea. Yeah, mandatory transmission. So
absolutely.
That is why many Nigerians, are quite outraged.
It is unbelievable.
So the next question I'd like to ask you is that.
Yes.
I know that, I don't know whether you are quite a politician, you are a new breed of politician. How is it possible?
Yes.
Ken?
Yes.
That the Senate president can have that kind, let's even forget the audacity. But how can he prevail when the committee of Senate had recommended something that is different? How does that even happen?
In one word, corruption. When people hear corruption, they always rush to think it is only financial. No. Corruption is the abuse of public office for private gain. Corruption, the whole idea is for self-preservation. The whole idea is that they know they've lost the support of the Nigerian people. And so they want to rig the 2027 election before it even started.